Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Lesson 2.1. Today, we will be learning about equal groups. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to compare groups to see whether they are equal by matching. All right, let's get started. Again, today we are on 2.1 equal groups, and I want you to turn to page 61, and you can find that in the lower right-hand corner of your book. And make sure that this is the picture that you see on the page. All right, let's get started. Marta has some toy cars. Are there the same number of red cars as there are yellow cars on the rug? How do you know? Use counters to show your work. All right, I'm going to grab some counters. All right. And I'm going to place a red counter on each red, oops, on each red car. And now I'm going to place a yellow counter on each yellow car. Now, let's count how many of each that we actually have. All right, let's start with the red. All right, I'm going to use my red to write my number. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we have 4 red. Okay, now let's count our yellow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have 4 yellow. Now, the question is, how do we know? We know because 4 and 4 are equal. They are the same number. There are 4 red cars and 4 yellow cars. And since the numbers are the same, we know that they are equal. Now, let's do one more thing to make sure that they're equal. All right, let's take our counters and actually line them up to see if there is a red counter for every yellow counter. Okay, there's 4 red, there's 1 yellow, 2 yellow, 3 yellow, and 4. So that's the second way that we know that they are equal in number because for every red counter, there is a yellow counter. Okay? All right. Let's move that out of the way. All right, let's go to our next page. All right. Looking at the visual learning bridge, boys and girls, this is just an example to show you equal groups and groups that are not equal. If you look in the first example, there are three green yo-yos and 3 red yo-yos. So 3 and 3, that's an equal group. Here, they have a line drawn between the green and the red yo-yos to show you that there are equal groups. A line drawn from this green yo-yo to this red yo-yo, this green to this green to this red. So again, there are 3 green and 3 red, so they too are equal in number. Now, let's look at this last example. There's a line drawn from this red one to this blue one, this red yo-yo to this blue one, this red to this blue. But look at what we have in the end, boys and girls. We have a red yo-yo here, but we don't have a blue one to draw a line to, so they are not equal in number, so they have an X on that one. All right, let's move down to number 1 with our guided practice. Now, here with the tops, what we're going to do is we're going to draw lines between the toys in the top group, which is up here, to the toys in the bottom group, which are down here. All right? And then we're going to draw a circle around the groups if they have an equal, if they are equal in number. All right? If they're not equal in number, then we're going to put a big X on them. All right? let me get my marker. All right. So we're going to start with drawing a line from the first top to the bottom top, line from here to the bottom, a line from this top to this top, and a line from this top to this top. So if we were to count the red tops, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just make a note right here that there are 4 red. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, there's also 4 blue. So how do we know? We're looking at our numbers, and our numbers are the same, which means they are equal, they match. So we are going to actually draw a circle around the top because they are equal in number. All right, let's move on to the next page. All right, so in 2, 3, 4, and 5, guys, we have pictures of some blocks. What we're going to do is the same thing that we just did on the previous page. We're going to draw lines from one group, the top group, to the bottom group, or one side to the other side to see if they are equal in number. All right, let me get my pen ready. Okay, so in number 2, we have some green blocks and yellow blocks. Okay, we're going to start drawing our lines from the top to the bottom. That's 1 pair. That's 2 pair. That's 3 pair. Uh-oh, now look at what we have. We have an extra green one, but we don't have an extra yellow one on the bottom to draw a line to. So that means that there are more green blocks than there are yellow, so they are not equal in number. So we're going to draw an X on that group because they are not equal in number. Okay, let's move on to number 3. We have an orange block up top and a blue top on bottom, and we're going to draw a line from the top block to the bottom, and they are equal. We have 1 up top and 1 down bottom. Our numbers are the same, 1 and 1, so we're going to draw a circle around that group. Okay. Oh, let me go back to number 2. One of the strategies that I like to use is writing my numbers and comparing my numbers. If my numbers are exactly the same, that means the number of objects in each group that you have the number for are the same as well. So let's go back to number 2 and write our numbers. Up top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 green, and we have 1, 2, 3 yellow. Okay, look at our numbers. We have a 4 and a 3. They are not the same. So that is why this group is not equal. All right, let's move on to number 4. All right, we have yellow, and I believe that is purple. We're going to draw a line from each yellow to a purple. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 yellow. Let's mark that 3 there. And we have 1, 2, 3 purple. Okay? Looking at our numbers, 3 and 3, 3 and 3 are the same number, so that means we have an equal number of blocks in number 4. So we're going to circle that group because it is equal. All right? Let's move on to number 5. All right? We have red blocks on the left side and blue on the left side, the right side, I'm sorry. So we're going to take our pen and draw a line from the first red block to the first blue block. Now, do we have another blue block on this red block too? No, we don't. So that means they are not equal in number. But let's go an extra step just to make sure that they are not equal. Let's count how many of each color we have and compare our 2 numbers. 1, 2, we have 2 red, and we have 1 blue. Looking at our numbers, 2 and 1, they are not the same number, which means this group is not equal. So we're going to draw an X on that group. And again, boys and girls, if Miss Liddy is going too fast, you can always rewind the video and listen to the instructions over again, okay? All right, let's go to the next page. And now, boys and girls, we are actually on our independent practice page, all right? So we are going to be drawing lines from the toys in one group to the toys in the other group. And then, as before, you're going to draw a circle around the groups if they are equal in number, and you're going to put an X on the groups if they are not equal in number. And remember to use the number strategies that we've been using before. Count your objects and write the number of objects on the top. And not only are you comparing the objects, but you're comparing the actual number as well. Okay, so I've given you the instructions for number 6, 7, and 8. Now, listen to the instructions for number 9, okay? You have 3 sets of counters, 1 red and 2 yellow. What I want you to do in number 9 is I want you to draw a circle around the group of yellow counters that is not equal in number to the group of red counters. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Draw a circle around the group of yellow counters that is not equal in number to the group of red counters. And that simply means that you are going to count the number of red counters that are in this first group. When you find your number, write your number either below or on top of the counters. Then do the same for this group of counters and this group of counters. And you're going to draw a circle around the group of counters that has the same number as the red counters. All right? Hope that makes sense to you, boys and girls. We are at the end of lesson 2.1. I hope you guys have had as much fun as I have, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.